Money is not just a modern problem. Long before credit cards, online banking, inflation, side hustles, and investment apps, the Bible was already teaching powerful lessons about money, discipline, greed, generosity, debt, work, contentment, and wisdom. And whether you are religious or not, many of these principles still speak directly to the financial struggles people face today. Because the truth is, money reveals character. It reveals patience. It reveals discipline. It reveals priorities. It reveals whether we are controlled by what we own or whether we have learned to manage what has been placed in our hands. So in this video, we will look at 10 financial lessons from the Bible that can help you handle money with more wisdom, peace, and purpose. Let's begin our journey through these lessons now. One of the strongest warnings in the Bible is not that money is evil. The warning is about loving money too much. 1 Timothy 6:10 says, "For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil." Notice what it says. It does not say money itself is evil. Money can feed a family and provide nourishment for our loved ones. Money can pay rent and ensure we have a safe place to call home. Money can fund education and open doors to new opportunities for growth. Money can support good causes. Money can help people in need. But when money becomes the center of your life, it begins to control your decisions. You may start sacrificing peace for money. You may sacrifice your health for money. You may sacrifice your integrity for money. You may sacrifice your family for money. The lesson is simple. Use money, but do not worship it. Money should be a servant, not your master. The Bible speaks very strongly about the importance of work. Proverbs 10:4 says, "Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth." This does not mean every poor person is lazy. Life can be unfair. People face hardship, sickness, job loss, low wages, family responsibilities, and circumstances beyond their control. But the principle still stands. Diligence matters. The person who works with focus, consistency, honesty, and excellence gives themselves a better chance of building a stable life. Many people want financial success, but they do not want discipline. They want the harvest, but they do not want the planting season. They want the reward, but they avoid the process. The Bible teaches that consistent effort matters. Not just working hard for 1 week, not just being motivated for 1 month, but showing up again and again, even when nobody is clapping. Wealth is often built quietly before it is seen publicly. 3. Save during times of plenty. One of the clearest financial lessons in the Bible comes from the story of Joseph in Egypt. When Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dream, he warned that Egypt would experience 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of famine. His advice was simple. Save during the good years so the nation could survive the difficult years. That is a powerful financial principle. When money is coming in, do not assume it will always be that way. Income can change. Jobs can disappear. Businesses can slow down. Emergencies can happen. Prices can rise. Health can fail. This is why saving is not just about becoming rich. Saving is about preparation. It is about building a financial cushion before life tests you. Many people only think about saving after the crisis begins. But wisdom prepares before the crisis arrives. When you earn, put something aside, even if it is small. A small habit repeated consistently can become protection in a difficult season. 4. Avoid unnecessary debt. Proverbs 22:7 says, "The borrower is slave to the lender." That is one of the most honest descriptions of debt ever written. Debt can give you access to something today, but it can also take control of your tomorrow. Every monthly payment is a piece of your future income already promised to someone else. This does not mean all debt is always wrong. Some people use debt for education, business, property, or emergencies. But the Bible warns us to be careful, because debt can quietly become a chain. The danger is when debt is used to fund pride, lifestyle, pressure, and appearance. Buying things you do not need, with money you do not have, to impress people who may not even care. That kind of debt does not create freedom. It creates stress. The lesson is this: borrow carefully, spend wisely, and do not let today's desires become tomorrow's burden. The Bible does not teach us to hold money with a closed fist. It teaches generosity. Proverbs 11:25 says, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." Generosity reminds us that money is not only for personal comfort. It can also be used to bless others, to help someone struggling, to support family, to give to the poor, to contribute to meaningful work, to lift someone during a difficult season. But generosity is not only about the amount. It is also about the heart. Some people give large amounts for attention. Others give quietly from the little they have. The Bible values the spirit behind the giving. Generosity protects us from greed. It reminds us that we are not owners of everything forever. We are stewards for a season. Luke 12 tells the story of a rich man who had a great harvest. Instead of thinking about purpose, generosity, or gratitude, he decided to build bigger barns and store everything for himself. He said to himself that he had plenty of goods laid up for many years. But God called him foolish, because that very night his life would be required of him. The lesson is not that wealth is wrong. The lesson is that greed is dangerous. You can have more and still feel empty. You can store more and still have no peace. You can build bigger barns and still neglect your soul. Greed always says, just a little more. More money, more status, more possessions, more attention, more control. But it never tells you when to stop. That is why the Bible warns against greed. Because greed can make a person rich in possessions, but poor in purpose. 7. Plan before you spend. Luke 14:28 says, "Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost?" That is basically biblical budgeting. Before you build, count the cost. Before you spend, think. Before you commit, calculate. Before you borrow, understand the consequences. Many financial problems come from emotional decisions. Buying because you are stressed. Spending because you are bored. Upgrading because others are upgrading. Saying yes because you do not want to disappoint people. But wisdom pauses. Wisdom asks, can I afford this? Do I really need this? What will this cost me later? Is this aligned with my priorities? A budget is not a prison. A budget is a plan for your freedom. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. 8. Be content, but not complacent. Hebrews 13:5 says, keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have. Contentment is one of the most underrated financial principles. Without contentment, no amount of money will ever feel enough. You can earn more and still feel behind. You can buy more and still feel empty. You can achieve more and still feel jealous of someone else. Contentment does not mean you stop growing. It does not mean you accept poverty. It does not mean you refuse ambition. It means your peace is not controlled by comparison. You can work hard for a better future while still being grateful for what you have today. That balance is powerful. Because when you are content, you make calmer financial decisions. You stop chasing every trend. You stop trying to impress everyone. You stop allowing comparison to control your spending. Contentment protects your money and your mind. Luke 16:10 says, a timeless principle for all. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. This is a powerful money lesson. Many people say, if I had more money, I would manage it better. But often, more money only exposes the habits that were already there. If someone is careless with a small income, they may become careless with a bigger income. If someone cannot save from a little, they may still struggle to save from a lot. If someone wastes small opportunities, they may waste bigger ones too. The Bible teaches stewardship. How you handle little matters. The small budget, the small salary, the small savings habit, the small responsibility, the small opportunity, faithfulness in small things prepares you for bigger things. Financial growth often begins with respecting what you already have. 10. True wealth is bigger than money. Mark 8:36 says, God's word is timeless. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? This may be the most important lesson of all. Money matters. But money is not everything. What is the point of having money if you lose your peace? What is the point of success if your family is broken? What is the point of wealth if your health is destroyed? What is the point of gaining status if you lose your integrity? The Bible teaches that true wealth includes wisdom, peace, faith, character, family, purpose, generosity, and a right relationship with God. Financial success without inner stability can still feel like failure. So build wealth, but do not lose yourself while building it. Earn money, save money, invest wisely, work diligently, plan carefully. But remember, your bank account is not your soul. Your possessions are not your identity. Your income is not your worth. Money can support a meaningful life, but it cannot replace one. So here are the 10 financial lessons from the Bible. Money is a tool, not a master. Work diligently and avoid laziness. Save during times of plenty. Avoid unnecessary debt. Be generous. Do not build your life on greed. Plan before you spend. Be content, but not complacent. Be faithful with little, and remember that true wealth is bigger than money. These principles are ancient, but they are still deeply relevant today, because the real issue is not just how much money we make. It is how wisely we manage what comes into our hands. It is how we use money without being controlled by it. It is how we build a life that is not only financially stable, but spiritually and emotionally grounded. If this video gave you something to think about, like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more content on money, wisdom, discipline, and personal growth. Thank you for watching. God bless you.